Hey guys, and happy Sunday, Funday. Today I have probably one of my favorite DIYs to date. I found a bunch of these canvases and picture frames like last year. Somebody was throwing them away, and I grabbed a few of them. They had holes, and some of them just weren't. They were painted on, but they weren't pretty pictures. And I got a few pieces from Dollar General and these paint markers or furniture markers from Dollar Tree. And these little wood shaped hearts, I get them from like not Dollar Tree, from Goodwill and garage sales. Wherever I find them, I grab them. So I have a ton of them. I'm going to start off by stapling the canvas on the front side. So I'm going to be using the back side of the canvas, and I don't want the canvas showing on around the edges, so I'm going to staple this along the back, and then I'm going to cut off the sides so that it's a clean edges around it. And today's challenge is easily becoming one of my favorite challenges. It is Sunday Funday, and it's hosted by Deco and Ginger Chick Rehab. And I love these ladies. They're so sweet and they're super talented. So I will link their channels in the description box, and you definitely want to check them out. I'll also put the playlist link in there so you can watch what all the other ladies have come up with. And this is just a fun challenge just because it's an open challenge. You can do whatever you want to do. They, leave it up to you. There's no theme, there's none of that. You just, you do what you want to do. And sometimes, it's just nice to be able to kind of just go with the flow and see what see what you can come up with. So again, I found all of these canvases. Somebody was throwing them away, and this is a big one. This is probably 18 by 20 something. I don't know. It's really big. So here I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife. I'm going along the edges, and I'm just cutting off all the excess canvas around the edges, because like I said, I'm going to be using the back of the canvas. And this canvas has a little hole in it, which I'm going to just be covering up. I'm not painting anything. I'm not doing any of that, because I like, my decor is pretty simple. It's, not loud and flashy. There's not a whole lot of color in my house. And so I tend to go with more neutral colors. So I'm not going to be painting anything. I'm just going to use the back of the canvas, because as you can tell, the front of it is all, dirty and scratched up. And like I said, there's a hole in it. So I wouldn't be able to paint on this anyway, because it's just all messed up. So anyway, so once I finish taking the edges off of the canvas, I'm going to flip it over, and I was going to paint the frame or stain it, but then I was looking at my decor and like my furniture pieces and realized this matches most of my decor. This is like the wood color in my living room, my TV, my entertainment center, and my little stand that I use to put my decorations and stuff on, and my other picture frames and stuff. They're all this same kind of wood. So I left the frame as is, and I kind of just like the wood texture of it, and it was just really nice. So once I cleaned all the edges off, and see, I just liked the way that frame looked. So I just left it just like that. So the first thing that I'm going to do, yeah, there was some paint on it, but it wasn't a big deal. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stain or paint or whatever, just a bunch of the the heart shapes. And I'm just going to use those furniture pens from the Dollar Tree to give them like a stained look. Now these little hearts, I used for a different project, and then I took that project apart because I, wasn't using it anymore. So I just saved the wooden pieces, and so I went through and I took out all the ones that had glue on them because I didn't think it was gonna stain well. So, and I didn't feel like having to scrape it all off. But So I just picked out a bunch of them, and I'm just going to stain some of them. Some of them I'm going to leave natural, and I'm just going to, go over them one time with these furniture markers. And like I said, just give some of them, different stains and different looks, just so you can, I guess, as the pop of color in this in this project, even though it's really not going to be color. So I'm going to test out the different shades of the markers to see which ones I want to use. And one of them had like a really red look to it, and I didn't like that one, so I got rid of that one. And then the other ones were black, so I didn't black, and I don't remember what color, so I didn't use those. So like I said, I'm just gonna go over a few of them, just like I said, just to give them some color and some texture, so that they're not all the same, looking on there. And oh, so I'm just going to take this moment to talk about my upcoming new challenge that I'm going to be doing every month. And that's going to be starting in September, and that's going to be on September 13th. That's the first one. And this is going to be an open challenge for anybody who wants to participate. And it's going to be called Keep It Simple Sunday. And basically, this is just going to be a challenge where you can do any DIY, any kind of little project. If you have a recipe, anything like that, anything simple that anybody can do at home with stuff that they might have already, or things that they can pick up, easily, that isn't expensive, that doesn't require like a Cricut or anything like that, because not everybody has that stuff. So that's going to be September 13th, and it's going to be the second Sunday of every month. And posting time is going to be 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this month, I'm not going to have a co-host, but starting next month, I'm going to start having co-hosts. And I already have one lined up, and she is awesome. So stay tuned for that announcement once this one's over. So first thing I'm going to do, or not first thing, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a coat of Waverly White chalk paint on this mason jar plaque. And I love that this one, I got these at Dollar General, was it last summer, spring? I don't remember, but I've had them for a while now, and I've never used them. I did hang one up just the way that it was, but I thought I was going to use them for something else, and I just never used them, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. And I love that it has like the little metal lid to it, so I thought that was just the cutest little touch. And I think I got all of these for like 50 cents when they went on clearance last summer, and I believe that they came back this year. So I'm just going to clean off a little bit of paint that got on there, and I'm going to let that dry. Excuse me. I'm going to sit that off to the side and let that dry, let the little hearts kind of dry off a little bit. And then I'm going to get the frame, and I'm going to start working on the rest of it here. So I had to plug in my hot glue gun. I always forget to do that before the project starts, and then I go ahead and do it mid-project, so then I have to wait for that to heat up. But anyway, so I'm just trying to make space here. I'm sorry that I'm not completely in the frame here, but I mean in the picture here, but the frame is really big, and the space that I'm working in is not that big, so I can't show the whole thing, but I try to get as much of it as I can in the shot. So I take the mason jar, I'm just trying to place everything, kind of see how I want the hearts placed. And I'm telling you, I love this little project. I saw something similar, not kind of similar at the at home store, but it was like a mason jar, and it had like heart-shaped flowers. The flowers were in the vase, and it looked like little hearts. They were hearts. I'll see if I can find, I took a picture of it while I was at the store, and that was kind of my inspiration, but this is more just, filling my jar with love or whatever, and I'm not writing anything on it. I just love how simple and how cute this is. And I mean, I can use this pretty much year round. I don't have to, I can move it around. I can put it in different rooms because it's just neutral. So, it's not Valentine's Day necessarily. It could be fall, and it can just be everyday decor. So I'm putting another little thin coat on there because I could start, once it started drying, you could see some of the lettering coming through. So I just put a quick coat over it. And then I just keep arranging my little hearts on there just to see how I want them on there. And it was pretty random, but then I kind of wanted it. I was kind of meticulous about where I wanted them to be. I didn't want them to just be all over the place. So anyway, so I hot glued the mason jar onto the canvas right in the center there. And then I started gluing the hearts on there and just putting them all over. You can't really see the bottom of the frame. Oh, there we go. So, I put some on the bottom to kind of make it look like some fell, like when you're pouring stuff into the jar, they fall off to the side. So I was just putting them all over, everywhere. And I thought this just came out so cute. And I think this would be a cute project for you to do with your kids or, you know, um, anything like that. And you can even write on the jar if you want to, maybe put like gratitude jar or um, something about, your home is filled with love or any kind of quote that you wanted to. But I wanted you to be able to see the hearts inside of the jar. So that's all I did. I just, arranged them on there, started gluing them on there, and just kind of put them where my eyes thought they looked good. And again, you can, or if you don't have these little wood-shaped hearts, I know Dollar Tree, especially around Valentine's Day, sells like the foam-shaped hearts that are sticky on the back. So if you can find those, you can either make it colorful or you can paint those into a more neutral, to more neutral colors. But you can find these little wood-shaped hearts. I found the medium-shaped ones at Michael's. The little small ones I ordered online for my wedding, and I've had them for a while. I used them for like my little party favors and the table decorations. And then the bigger ones I found at Goodwill. And some of the other ones, like some of the medium sized ones, I found at a garage sale. So I kind of looked out and found some of the same ones. So this is it. I had them all arranged, glued them on there. Now I'm just cleaning up all the extra little, I call them glue hairs because they look like hair to me. And just cleaned it up a little bit. And that is it. This was all that there was to it. And I think it's adorable. I think it turned out great. And that's it. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by, and I hope you subscribe. And until the next time, be the reason someone smiles. Bye, guys.